The Shields and Yarnell show will not be seen tonight, so that we may bring you this special presentation. Okay, I forgot to put the Star Wars one back in. Oh, well. All right, let's just go ahead and get this thing going here. I have had a very exhausted day, and I'm ready to shoot somebody. So, get that loading. Get that loading up. Not doing any team ups right now. And I'm really going to direct attention to the crawl below at the bottom of the screen, because in the course of today's activities, I got to set up for a bit of an overdraft coming up. Because in order to go down, do what I need to do to cross town and get back, it's actually slightly beyond what we actually have. So I need about, we could use about $10 in the PayPal account to make sure everything doesn't bounce. So yes, links down below. PayPal's the best. And let's see. Okay, and what's this? Okay. Okay, and Rosetta, while she is back in South Dakota, she will not be able to get to a computer in time. She has to be up early, so. I think Emotion might get a snarky comment in the chat. But that's fine. There's always tomorrow. I don't know what the hell happened. My voice is going weird. This is the best it's been all damn day. Still wondering, why do I even have Snapchat? I have no idea how to use this thing. Okay, we're back in there. Okay, meanwhile, Ammonite's doing Borderlands. We're talking about Borderlands. Still haven't figured out that. I don't know what to do. Okay. Okay. Oh. Yeah, Brad, I don't. Guy charging real fans will find a way to pay for it. Then fuck you. Okay. 9 times out of 10, anyone invokes the phrase "real fans" as an asshole. Okay, they got something going on there. They're trying to pull something. I mean, even in my biggest arguments, in Star Trek and other things, I never, a true fan. No, there's no way to quantify who's a true fan and who's, who's. Okay, leveled up one time and I got that. So, I mean, I will definitely question your judgment and your sanity in some cases, but I'm not going to say you're not a true fan. Like with the Star Trek thing, like I'm not going to question their fandom. I will question their discernment, have a lack. Let's look at the shot, or how much you actually know about the thing. If you think that this is the best Star Trek ever, you're high. But I've made a point never to be no true fan. What's that? No, I don't think. Okay, the Wrangler's back. Okay. So the Tomb Raider bundle's back. Master Chief bundle. All right, let's scrolling down here. So Clone Trooper pack. Don't I already own these Clone Troopers? Yeah, I already own most of these anyway. Oh. And Mace Windu. And the Mandalorian skins drop tomorrow, 2,500, which would be slightly under that. So if you want to see me get the Mandalorian skin tomorrow and get it, throw about $20 my way, and I'll be able to pull it off. All right. I'm tempted with a new Lara. I like Lara Croft. I played Tomb Raider back in the days. This is actually a pretty good setup here too. Nice if you mix and match with the other Lara skins. Yeah, Friendly Machine. Okay, that's a good channel. Stuff out. This pug is cute too. Okay, so nope. Moving on. There's just some golden oldies here. Negan, Eminem, Sabrina Carpenter. We got all of these guys. All right, so let's go ahead and dive in. In fact, I'm going to resort to store brand soda. Should tell you all that right there. That's where we're at. All right, I don't think I'll be on long here. So. I go for about an hour or so. I'm going to find out how long the Mandalorian skin is going to be in the shop. It should be for a while. If they're in there until I get paid, then great. And then grab them then. All right. Okay. Damn it, somebody a name location. What the fuck just happened? Gonna be one of those games. Yeah, no shit. At this point, really, I just, I just need to do one quest and I'll level up, and I would consider it a successful night. Oh, Lord. Okay. Missed that jump. Hey. Rapid rifle. Here we go. God. All right. Coming in from the east. I'm in the mood for a Wookiee sidekick. Hey, asshole. Oh, motherfucker. God damn you, motherfucking son of a bitch. Let's go back to the lobby and make this official. Oh. There we go. That. Actually, I think I already got Grievous a while ago. So. It's the next, yeah, this one. For some reason, he has a guitar. I don't know. 4 more, get the loading screen. All right. Damn. There's a lot of bars in that short span. Blown away with shotgun. All right. Let's just get in there. Yeah. If I can last longer than 2 minutes. Yeah. All right. Get out of the microwave. All right. Coming in from the east, we will start up at the gas station. Okay, apparently the Knicks did not do well on the game they're playing tonight. Blew a 17-point lead. Okay. All right. Hold on. Need to get a free hand here first. So. No, not up. I God damn it! Just trying to jump the counter, you son of a bitch. Here. Hold on. No, I need that. So that. Let me get back in here. Little thing here. So not the next night, huh?
No, definitely not. They blew a 17-point lead in the fourth quarter.
Ugh.
I'm watching. I'm like, wait, hold on. Don't let them back in the game. No. Oh well. That's the reason why it's a best of 7.
Yeah.
How you holding up here?
Well, I haven't gotten shot yet, so considering how the last game went. Yep, here we go. See, where are you, asshole?
Do you use Epic Game Store?
Yeah,
Yeah, because they're
well,
gonna
have
they're
to. Yeah.
oh yeah, they're giving away they've been giving away Dead Island 2 actually all week.
Yeah, I don't know about that game. I'm not.
Well, but there's three mystery games they're giving away tomorrow.
Yeah, I saw those. It's like, okay, well, we'll see what they are.
Yeah.
Okay, we go to the page.
Hopefully something good.
Yeah, that's what I already got.
God.
I'll take the car.
I'm just thinking about how our vocabulary has changed since
Mhm.
in the introduction of video games.
Yeah.
And we say things that make no sense in any other context.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm just thinking of all the times that, look in the Air Force and we're talking about, if security police are walk by and we're talking about gaming stuff,
Yeah.
they're gonna think we're trying to overthrow the base or something. Because we're discussing what tactics, what kind of weapons they get up here. What the hell are they doing in there?
Yeah, we went at them with an SMG. Yeah, we totally. Yeah, we broke them all down. It was just easy from there. Wait, what'd you do? Did you read proper recognition of that ordinance? No. That's not what I'm talking.
We didn't recognize the shit. We busted in the place and stole it. What's we going to do with that? Why was it?
Wait, I feel.
We're talking about a game, right? What game? Yeah.
I do hope you filed the proper paperwork.
No, it is not the droids you're looking for. Okay. Mind if I pill for your encryption? I think clone troopers are pretty mellow.
Yeah,
stormtroopers are assholes, but
I was about to say that. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'll never forget when a friend of mine saw Attack of the Clones. He said, "Oh no, he saw the clone troopers with their helmets off.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, the clones are a bunch of pissed off Mexicans."
Okay, opponents. Doesn't have to be players. So
what'd you think of my latest coffee commercial?
I haven't gotten around to it.
That's fine.
There we go.
They sort of write themselves when you
They're so stereotypical these days. All right, I think I'm going to put this one down there. All right, and isn't there better be a slurper? Here we are. Oh, some people have found out the hard way. Yeah, you can push Darth Vader too far.
Oh, yeah.
One guy was saying, he was saying that Padme was his girlfriend.
Darth Vader?
Just saying it to Darth Vader. Padme was his girlfriend. It's like, that didn't go over well with Vader.
No.
Do you think you were immune from the dark side? And sometimes if you push farther, he will just flat out kill you.
We saw what he did to that guy. He force choked the guy remotely.
Yeah, and just beat the crap out of it. I'm tired of your insolence.
He is as stupid as he is clumsy.
Yeah.
And he just gave the other guy a battlefield promotion.
Yeah. Apology accepted, Captain Meat.
I imagine the Emperor must somebody says, Vader, you can't just keep killing officers.
Watch me. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
All right.
We put a lot of time and effort and expense into training our fleet officers.
But Dave Prowse had a bit more fun. He amusing himself with on the second one because he realized no one can understand what I'm under this mask, and they're going to replace the lines anyway. Yeah. So there'll be stuff like where the line was, asteroids don't concern me. I want that ship. But as long as it sounds close enough, the hemorrhoids do not concern me. I need the shit.
Imagine there were some instances, sort off, you wankers.
This thing, for sake of timing, he had to, supposedly say the lines.
Mm-hmm.
But again, it's like he just make up his own. It sound kind of close to the same pattern. So. All right, now I've only got one actual elimination because the stormtroopers don't count. All right, back to the car. I gotta find a gas station where. Here's one. Back by the bridge, I think. Where are we?
So let's see. So when's game 2 here? I think Friday.
Okay, well, I got another car. I think I stole that one anyway. Yes, unfortunately, I'm going to be a little short on getting the Mandalorian skins tomorrow. So again, links in the description if you want to help out.
Game 2, Friday. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Star Wars Master of Evil officially confirmed for November 2025. What is this? Despite Star Wars universe existing hundreds of unique existing characters, brand new release during Galaxy giving us more insight to none other than Darth Vader himself, regardless if he Anakin Skywalker, no denying. However, many of us don't know is what he got up to during the events of Star Wars prequel trilogy. And A New Hope.
I thought we saw pretty much what he was doing there, didn't we?
Yeah, well, this is... Well, thanks to a brand new release, we have more insight to Darth Vader's vacation. Written by New York Times bestselling author Adam Christopher, Star Wars Master of Evil is an upcoming book set in the Star Wars universe and follows the story of Darth Vader as he hunts for the secrets of life and death under the eye of Emperor Palpatine. True nature, sinister force remains a mystery.
Next, I got that taken care of, so just move on straight to this one. Okay. Is there something else up here?
Even as humanity gives way to myth, Vader remains haunted by the promises of the dark side, seeking the ultimate power that his master hinted at but withheld, the power to conquer death itself. It's a book.
No.
Said to be released on...
I think I better...
the 11th of November, 2025. Master of Evil follows Vader as he travels to Mustafar to undertake a dark ritual, which will see him bleed a kyber crystal to form his lightsaber.
That whole thing, yeah. The way Sith, gets the kyber crystals, it's one. Fuck, we're gonna have to take a chance here. All right.
Yeah, well, they.
You take the kyber and then you bleed into it, type of thing. It's sort of funnel your rage into it. That's why you get a red one.
Okay.
I don't know how official that is, really, but yeah.
I'm pretty sure there's a lot of fan fiction involved with that.
Yeah, I think there is. Ah. Ooh, Bowcaster. All right. Yeah, I think we'll go with that one. And
The red kyber crystal must be forged using an incredibly dark tradition. Here's how the Sith Lord turns their lightsaber crystals red in Star Wars continuity. Rather than being found naturally in worlds such as Ilum or Christophsis, red kyber crystal has to be made by the Sith. After procuring a
huh.
natural kyber crystal, no matter the color, a Sith Lord corrupts the crystal by using a dark side of the Force in a process known as bleeding. Kyber crystal is considered alive due to its intrinsic connection to the Force. And the Sith
Okay,
Lord
which one I want to give up here? Yeah, there we go.
and the Sith Lord pours all their hate and pain into the crystal. This
Mhm.
causes it to literally bleed, creating a sinister crimson color as the kyber has effectively been tortured into becoming a weapon of the dark side. Oh, oh.
Or you can just hit up, Emperor Palpatine there and say, hey, I want to be a Sith. Okay, here you go. Here's your red saber. Here's your red saber. Go to town, kid. I mean, one
It's
thing that didn't really help things because for what it's like, when they came out with one of the ultimate star, lightsaber,
yeah.
with a big fixed blade, and one of them, it's I got it. It used to work, but it's a Vader, lightsaber. But when he had the end of Revenge of the Sith, though, but it was somewhat before. But you could turn the blade either blue or red. And I think that kind of fed into it. So, and that they definitely picked up on that in the Disney Star Wars shit, where it's like suddenly the blade is turning red right before your eyes. Like, that's not how it works.
Yeah. I mean, it's interesting.
You're taking cues from toys now. What the hell?
Yeah. I mean, it's an interesting idea that the crystal is corrupted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Who the hell's a dipshit? Where are you, asshole? Oh. Come on, you. Gotcha. Yeah, it's not like last time I just picked up
I would have thought the idea was that since that they are dark side practitioners, that there's some sort of thing where the kyber crystals wouldn't be available, so they would have to use some sort of substitute. And that
where? Damn
that's actually probably a better idea.
it.
They don't actually use kyber crystals. They use some sort of other crystal.
You motherfucker. Yeah, third party from off the side. All right. That's good. I think I leveled up in that. Daniel. I'll find another real good karaoke channel. Got some really good tracks off it, although, the vast majority was all Spanish language stuff, so I think, okay, we're not right there, but I found a real good one for Song of Silence, Video Killed the Radio Star, and a couple others. Yeah. All right. So let's see here. Yeah, one more, and I'll get, for some reason, Grievous's guitar. But yeah, not all of us play festival, guys. Okay, that's a bit tough to do on a keyboard. Yeah. And I've got a few Guitar Hero, controllers, for don't have the consoles to go with them.
You can play.
Mhm.
Well, there's a way to play it on the PC.
Oh yeah, I know, and I've done a couple, but it's not well.
Yeah,
It's not a good feel.
Clone Hero, it's called.
Yeah. Yes, Fortnite is back on the iOS area. Yeah, but you got to have a certain level of iOS. I tried to do it on my iPad. It's like, nope, you're not far enough. I got a few upgrades to go through. What is this thing up to? The battery is also pretty flat. It's up to 61%. It was down to 6. All right. Okay, where are we going here? Do I have any? No, I've done all the dailies, so. And no weeklies yet. So we're just grinding. Let's watch them Anna, that Star Wars girl about the casting rumors for X-Men.
Oh yeah. The thing about that, and this is my take on it from when we were the other podcast.
Yeah.
The same thing with the Sony Spider-Man casting.
Yeah.
When Zendaya was cast as MJ, it's MJ. It's not Mary Jane, but it's still MJ. They have to have their own version of something that has to be legally different than what came before it.
Well, they really haven't got that excuse with X-Men, or they own the whole thing now. So.
Yeah, they own Fox, and they own. Yeah, and they own like I said, they own the whole thing, unless there's something tied up that whomever.
I don't think so.
I don't think they would. I don't think it would be.
In fact, they got Hugh Jackman back as Wolverine. It's like, no, there's nothing holding them back. This is just ego.
Yeah.
But that what's her face is gonna for Storm. No, I think it's just someone throwing around a name. I don't think it's anybody serious. They'll talk Daniel Day-Lewis for Magneto.
I think that's actually
actually would not be half bad, because he's.
And the people.
I think it'd be pretty scary on set because as much of a method actor as he is.
I think the people who. I think the people who keep saying about, oh yeah, well if we have Magneto be a Holocaust survivor, then he'd be 80. I don't know. Can I say that? Well, it's just said already. I'm like, well, that's not the only one of those that's ever happened. And he can. He could be a survivor of Bosnia. Yeah, there was some bad stuff.
Yeah. Remember John Burns said that's really not a good motivation for Magneto. It'd be a great motivation for Professor X.
Oh yeah,
that's more of a hero's origin. So that wouldn't be, But it's also part of the problem. You start doing fixed points in history. It works with Captain America because he was, frozen for a year. So.
Yeah.
But everyone else, it's like.
Who was it? It was Movie Bob that said, how does Marvel get around that? At least in the comics, because comic book time and our time are not the same thing.
Mostly, again, with Captain America though, it's like he's been suspended all year, so it's just a rotating thing. But the general thing is everything happened about 5 years ago.
Yeah, when it happened, a couple years ago.
That's when when
about 5 years ago.
Fantastic Four did their flight about 5-10 years ago.
Yeah, about 5 years ago. Yeah. Cap is like you said, Cap is the only fixed point in history, and they keep making that longer.
And Nick Fury, because you get that, whatever. Okay, that was not a good thing. I know. Whoops, I gotta find a place to give up for this guy. Got my ass, damn it.
Actually, when I was with my old podcast, Reality Wasted, I wrote a sketch because it started to become noticeable that Brits were being cast as Americans.
Yeah.
So Daniel Day-Lewis played Abraham Lincoln. Lincoln. Coming this summer.
Our very own American tyrant lives in the Razor Fist. He's got a point.
Yeah. See, America's greatest president, played by Ireland's greatest actor. Don't miss Daniel Day-Lewis in Lincoln. Aye, that was until you have a civil war. Now let's all sing our national anthem. Oh, Danny boy, the pipes.
Father scouted 7 years ago upon this continent. Our forefathers.
Our forefathers had a big pint of Guinness. So, Mr. President, we don't drink Guinness. Now, shut off, you wanker.
Was Guinness around at that point? I don't know. Just check the dates on that.
I'm pretty sure it was, but
yeah.
But I wrote a sketch about Henry Cavill just being so British as Superman.
Yeah.
Henry Cavill is Superman.
Oh, Lethal, what are you doing here? Yeah, I'm Metropolis, right now. I'll do you one.
That's exactly what it was. Superman, help! Says, I'm sorry, Lewis, I can't assist you, but I may be able to help you in a fortnight.
Yeah. Well, that man Nicholas Holt's playing Luthor in this new one.
That looks pretty good.
Another Brit.
See, more globally inclusive, more internationally appealing, more British. Don't miss Henry Cavill in Superman.
Well, since the Brits are being driven out of Britain, why not? Let's take them all in.
Yeah.
Oh, that country's poised for a revolution. Okay.
With Eddie Murphy to attract a black audience.
Yeah. Yeah, Eddie Murphy finally playing Jimmy Olsen. There you go.
I wrote a sketch. There used to be I don't know if you remember. There used to be a chain of convenience stores. They were headquartered in Boston, but they were all over New England. They were called Store 24.
Did get out here, yeah.
Okay, yeah. Well, they were like 7-Elevens, They were open. They were open 24 hours. Store 24.
Yeah.
There were a couple of them left here until maybe 10, 12 years ago. Then the last one finally closed. But I wrote a sketch years ago about. It was a parody sketch about Jack Bauer trapped in one of these convenience stores. You hear the beep beep. Chloe, this is Jack. They're out of coffee. I need help. Okay, Jack. Let me tap into surveillance. All right. Go down to the Twinkies. Turn right. Head over to the apple pies.
Sir, the truck will be here in a couple hours. There's no time.
That's exactly what it was. Store 24. Chloe, I need to microwave a burrito. I can't operate. I need instructions on how to operate the microwave.
Okay, punch it up there.
It ended with him screaming at the poor clerk. It was like Middle Eastern. Who do you work for? Store 24. Store 24. The last name in action. because action doesn't take a day off.
Get a gun. Got a gun. Okay. Get another gun. And hi. Where are you? You bitch. All right.
Oh God, I miss those sketches. I really, those are good sketches.
Oh.
Actually, I did one of them did make it onto my channel. Yeah, coming soon to Paramount Plus from Norman Lear Productions. And executive producer Gene Roddenberry.
Oh boy.
The series that boldly goes where no junk man has gone before.
Oh God.
Don't miss Sanford and Spock. Mr. Sanford, all this junk is illogical. Spock, you big dummy. Go outside, you help Grady.
Oh.
Watch as worlds collide.
Mhm.
This is a big one, Elizabeth. I'm coming to join you, honey. I'll be the one with the faces shoved up my nose.
Truck order readings indicate there is no cardiac event. Shut up, you dumb.
That's exactly what I said. Trucker, You may want to consult your general practitioner. I know that, you big dummy. Shut up, you big dummy. I'm trying to be all dramatical like. It's warp speed to hilarity. Don't miss Sanford and Spock. Coming to Paramount Plus if it still exists.
There's something we could do, because Chado put out a thing with with the new Pope.
Yeah.
That thing, I'm an American. I'm an American Pope.
I'm an American Pope.
He kind of, it's like, I'm an American Pope. And, okay, and I was like, okay, that's potential. It needs to be finished out there, the full track. Yeah, you're right, actually.
Actually, when the
so I'm thinking that's something we could do. Get a good karaoke track and finish out the lyrics, and there we go. Our gift to you.
when the German Pope resigned and just kind of just kind of hanging out, and then they named the new Pope. Actually, the one we went with was "One Pope over the line, sweet Jesus, one Pope over the line." Heading downstairs to the conclave basement, one Pope over the line. one Pope over the line, sweet Jesus.
My dad was dying, and my sister, trying to choke it down. We're going to play that at your funeral.
Spirit in the Sky is probably going out to see the spirit in the sky.
The more I think about it, I think I am going to put that thing. No, you're playing Burger and Shipley, okay?
There was the
So the funniest thing is when they actually played that in Lawrence Welk, thought it was a new spiritual. No. You don't know what a toke is, do you, Lawrence?
My brother Dave said watching Lawrence Welk was like, back then it was just like, it was torture for him.
Yeah. But no, that night in 1971, though, there were people over, dude, turn on Lawrence Welk. You're not going to fucking believe this.
You always have those. You don't have those moments anymore. Like, put it on this show. You're not going to fucking believe it.
Yeah.
No way. Jackie Mason just gave the finger to Ed Sullivan.
Yeah. Sorry, no, he didn't actually, but it just, it was just kind of. There is kind of, in certain, segments of the world that is actually a finger you use to point with.
Oh yeah.
You use the middle finger as as your pointy finger.
There was the story, actually, if you watch the documentary about the Mail brothers, Sparks.
Yeah.
Their first appearance on Top of the Pops, which had to be delayed for about a week because they didn't have the work permits because they, the Americans in the UK. I'm like, yeah, we got a problem with the union. We can't have you on this week. We didn't know you were American. But they were on the next week.
Yeah.
And as the story goes, that night John Lennon was watching, and he calls up Ringo Starr. He goes, Ringo, I'm watching Top of the Pops. You're never gonna believe this. Mark Bolan singing with Mustache Man on the piano. Yeah, the Mustache Man.
I've seen a thing about all the bands that John Lennon hated. And some of them were like, yeah, he was our hero. This is very disappointing. Well, rather this video, the one they hated the most was the Beatles
Yeah.
because they just trapped it. He said, "Being a Beatles, like, cut off me line."
There was a story that he was riding in a limousine with somebody. I can't remember
Mhm.
who. And this is like maybe
Ah!
about 6 months before he died, and
Yeah.
they were listening to the radio, and
Yeah.
I want to hold your hand came on. He
Mm-hmm.
turned it off. Oh, boring, man, boring.
Mm-hmm. That's just. Okay, this guy apparently got the Mandalorian stuff. He's probably a partner.
What skin you using there? Are you still mad now?
No, I'm dead. This is the guy who took me out.
Oh, okay.
But that cape on there, that's from the new Mandalorian skins coming up.
Okay.
So I think he's probably an epic partner. Got it a day early.
Oh God, I found out there's this really cool. Well, I don't know if it's really
Mhm.
cool, but this interesting game. It's available on Steam.
No,
It's
wait,
only like
that's not Mandalorian. It's Grievous. Okay.
oh, okay.
Right, so.
But there's this game if it's available on Steam.
Mm-hmm.
It's only like $5 or $5 or $6. It's called
Yeah.
Headliners.
Oh boy.
I don't know if you've ever seen it.
No, but I can imagine just from the type of games that Steam has.
It's actually you're not. It's not a shooter per se, but you go around. You're a photographer, and you have to go around taking pictures of an alien invasion in New York and you have to try not to die. Which is actually
Someone's got to get the picture. Yeah.
I'm like, okay, this is actually a pretty unique concept. I kind of
Yeah.
you could play co-op or you could play single player.
Come on, in through the window. What the fuck?
It's a little. The graphics aren't great. They're a bit cartoony, but it's for $6. You know, it goes for I think $8 regular price or whatever.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, how much can you expect?
Well, yeah. Yeah.
So, but I'm like, I like the idea. I really do.
Yeah.
If you're playing co-op with other friends, like if a monster attacks your friend, you eat them. Like, oh, gotta get a shot of this. There's all those kind of weird, unique games that are on. See, that's the one thing I do like about Steam is there are games that you would never play.
Yeah.
Or you would never think to play. Yeah.
Okay, I gotta get a pew pew real quick. I'm in trouble.
I wonder if there's a bar simulator on Steam. There's gotta be.
I wouldn't doubt it.
Let me see.
Oh, get me gun.
Kick drunk people out.
Here we go.
If there isn't, there should be. Something called Liar's Bar. Bar Simulator.
That I think might be. Yeah.
Bar Simulator.
Yeah, there we go.
Create a real oasis in the Arizona desert and be forever marked with golden letters in the history of fried chicken. Oh. Develop your own recipes that will make your coding screen competition. Is this release plan to be announced? Okay. Let me see. Let's see if there's another bar kind of bar simulator. It's called Liar's Bar.
Yeah. I think Rosetta was doing something with that one.
Oh, Liar's Dice, Liar's Deck, Bluffing Keyway to Victory. Okay, this is more of a gambling simulator.
Yeah.
Hold on. Diver's online experience set in a sketchy bar where games are dangerous. Okay, yeah. Okay.
Okay, I know there's drums in there somewhere.
Bar Simulator. Let me see what we got. Barista Simulator, Barbershop Simulator VR. Maybe Pub Simulator?
That'd be fun. Like, I never really thought, got the idea of having a bar, but a pub. That actually appeals to me. Yeah.
Pub Sim. Let's see what this is about. You've just bought your first pub. First steps are to clean it, stock it, and set your mark up and let in the patrons. Keep the drinks flowing and try not to shortchange anyone. If you keep going long enough, you might just earn enough to spruce up the place, hire staff, and expand the premises. Oh yeah, that's Pub Simulator. Well, let's just add that to the wish list. And keep an eye out for when it goes on sale.
I want to be ready, to let loose and get out of my pub.
Exactly. Uh-oh, fight's broken out. Great thing about Twitch too is like in Twitch and YouTube, you can see how a game is played.
Yeah.
So this is only $13.99, but let's keep an eye on it. I kind of figured there would be a pub simulator. There's also a demo, which is actually good.
Yeah. There's one. Look, you little bitch.
Pub simulator.
Fuck.
The pub.
Yeah, damn.
There's a couple of them. Pub simulator. The pub simulator. $1.99. Pub simulator. Let's see. Virtual reality short order. It's a VR game. Requires VR headset. Okay, we're not gonna. That one's off the table.
Bitch. Huh. I held out longer than I thought I would. Okay.
Pub simulator. When you're a middle-aged man on a shitty job with all your dreams faded away, there's only one choice: open a bar.
Yeah.
It is a simulator game where you can build a pub, make new friends, and drink them to death.
Yeah. Norm. Okay.
And add to wish list.
Yeah.
Okay, Steam Deck compatibility unknown. Was when coming? This game is not yet available. Okay.
Apparently, the actual bar in Boston that they basically, there is a plaque at the end of the bar with just Norm.
Yeah, the Bowl and Finch.
Yeah, mark your spot on the end of the bar. Okay, what do I do in the locker? Let's see, what can you do alignment-wise?
Like I said, that's a great thing about one of the really good things about Steam is there's games you wouldn't think to play.
Yeah.
Or you wouldn't think anybody would make. There was one game actually I bought. It's still available. Is it still available? Yeah, it's still available. It's called Bush League Hockey, but it's like NHL '94, but a lot worse. But
you're playing for the King. You're playing for the Chiefs. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
The Hansons are not there yet.
Exactly. Yeah. It had great potential, but it's just the execution was just horrid.
They brought their goddamn toys. What the hell?
Can somebody just update it themselves and not make it open source, but there are people that do that. They kind of take it upon themselves to improve a game after the developers have given up on it.
Yeah.
Pardon.
There's one game I need to check out. Also, there's one guy, Nikki Huntsman, adult performer, but she's also, also a stand-up. Also, she's done the voice work on this game. I think it's Kink Mystery. It's kind of a slightly saucy version of Scooby-Doo.
Oh, okay.
Her, like 4 other actresses and one guy, and they go around, the van, slowing stuff. She did a stream the other night, and suddenly some cartoon boobs popped out. Okay, we're in trouble.
What's that game called? Do you know?
I think it's like Kink Mystery. There's a demo out. I already got it installed. But she did another stream on it, and then this time, okay, we know it's coming up now, so bail out. It's like, so no rogue boobies today, okay? Oh, jeez. Yes, the trick is to be where the bolts aren't.
Yeah, some of the adult games like are actually they do look kind of humorous.
Oh yeah.
There's that one called Bone Town. You can imagine what that's like.
Yeah. Oh, I got a lot of hentai games there. Unfortunately, we cannot play them on stream.
Those you keep for private consumption.
I'd have to start up a fancy stream just to do it. Okay. No.
All right. It's getting close to midnight. I think I'm gonna pack it in for the evening.
All right.
It's always fun conversing with adults.
Oh, yeah. as I'm playing a game where I'm probably shooting 10-year-olds. Okay.
Oh God. Oh, there was who was one of the guys on Stern's show was on the Stern show was playing Halo. And Gary Delabate was like, "You got to see." He's like these 12-year-olds,
Am I missing one?
And they don't play the game right, so he just goes up to him and whacks him with the rifle.
There we go.
All right, I'll talk to you later.
Have fun there.
All right, see you later. All right, have a good night. Night, everybody.
Okay, we got a TIE fighter. The hell? Where are you, son of a bitch? That's not good. Well, at least I got to where I get to my weapons. Okay. Pretty sure I didn't land at the right base. I don't think we're going in there. I just got shot out of the sky. I'm not in the mood for a fight right now. Okay. Hold on here. I've already got that. Okay, never mind. Okay. Oh, let's see. Okay. Screw it. Out of here. Okay, we got a car up here. Down by the gate. Okay. Yeah, there's a car. Nobody comes into the front gate anyway. That's why there's always a car down here and the gate's always closed. There was airdrop in. Okay. Now, to open the gate because it's a tough gate. All right. All right. And okay, which one do I want to go up here? To the rifle. Hi. That's the flourish he comes out with that thing. And now. We out of here. Where's that? Okay. Really should find a gas station. There we go. All right. What do we got inside, if anything? Not very much. More gold. Okay. Didn't want to go that far, but all right. Bye. Well, sorry. Too late. Get a little distance inland here. Okay. All right. Now, where's the outpost? If there's up there. Yeah, there we go. Anything left? Of course not. Well, landing pad at least. Ah, missed one. Whatever happened here, it wasn't dull. Where did I leave the car? There you are. It's where we're at. Fortunately, it's going to go into the store before I have a chance to do anything with it. So. Uh-huh. Let's see what we can do. All right, fine. We'll go downstairs. Come on. And I think I'm about to run out of room here. Need to get out of town. And roads are rather irrelevant right now. And another Palpatine. Okay. Okay. Wait, there's someone back there I should talk to. Oh, Grievous. Never mind. Not much left here. Oh well. Anything here? Yes, there is. All right, leveled up. All right. Okay, smartass. All right. Okay. See that one that everyone forgets about. Oh, someone got it. All right. Okay. So right now let's stay a step ahead of the storm, which could be a bit of a bitch. Okay. Hold on. Here we go. All righty. Of course. There you are. You got that for being a smartass. All right. Ah, damn it. So close. Oh, well. Let's see what we got. I'm actually right about when I wrap up anyway. So. All right, still didn't. But how close am I to getting there? Okay, level up one more, and I get that out of the way. But I think with that though, because it's been a long, exhausting day. Let's see. Various deals going on here. And I did look at the store already, so I'm just gonna call it there. I'm gonna go throw some ibuprofen down my throat. And I don't know. Some non-physically exerting way to use myself in the next few hours. So again, links in the description to help out the channel, mainly help out me, because like I said, today was a little more expensive than planned on, but also pretty much unavoidable. And it's not like I need a whole lot. Just 10-20 bucks in the PayPal would cover it. I'd take care of things. So find it within your heart to throw some money at it. Like I said, I'm not doing this for my health, people. Okay? This is basically my retirement plan. So to try and make this thing a going proposition, provide some useful content, the pop culture commentary, gaming, and stuff. Like I was talking with Rob, I mean, get doing some sketches here and there, get some comedy out there. God knows we need some comedy in this world. Can't do that if you don't, if you can't get the channel going. So in the meantime, like I said, links below. Super chat's fine. PayPal's better. There's other ones down there. This buy me a coffee thing looks interesting. Subscribe stars like 25, literally about 25 cents away from paying out. So you can find a way to do that. I don't know. But anyway, enough begging.